this is Sule from Pomona, California, Zone 10A. Today is July 10th, 2016, and I'm going to be doing a very small project and wanted to bring you guys along. I went to Lowe's today looking for some plant labels and they didn't have any, so it occurred to me that I could possibly use these sticks that they use, when you move the paint, when you're using paint and you don't want it to be as thick, maybe move it around so it can get a nice consistency. The Lowe's guy was extremely nice. I did ask for one or two and he said take as many as you want. So thank you very much, Lowe's employee, for helping me out on this project, and definitely free is always better. So first thing to do is to figure out what I'm going to be planting, and everything you see here is what I'm going to be planting in the fall, or at least some of the stuff I'm going to be planting. Alright, so once you know what you are going to be planting or what type of labels you'll be using for what plants, since I'm not very good at drawing, I cut out pictures. Today I'm using a Burphy magazine. They sent me this, I think, in the beginning of January, and all you do is look for the type of plant you're going to be growing. And for me, this is celery, cantaloupe, honeydew, carrots, and so forth. And then what you do is you just look for the picture you want and then you cut it out for every single seed that you're going to be planting outside. That way you can keep track of exactly what you planted. And these are ones that I have already cut up. Once you cut them, make sure you do give them a nice trim so they can fit in the wood. And next, what you want to do is, since you don't want these to show up, because I'm not trying to promote anybody, I just want a label for my plants. Pick a color that you like. Since I love purple, I am using Apple Barrel Purple Iris. They're pretty inexpensive, so this color is the one I'm going to be using for my labels. And then you just need to paint them all over the back side as well if you wish, and that way it will be a color covering all these letters in case you're using the same type of wood that I'm using today. Alright, let me get started. Alright guys, so there are my wooden sticks already painted purple, and I wanted to give you a comparison. So we went from this to this. So now it's purple all over. And because this purple is a very rich dark purple and I want the pictures to stand out, I'm going to be painting the top a lighter color, and in this case I'm going to be using this acrylic paint and it's called Morning Blue. And guys, there's our finished painted part of it, and don't worry about the bottoms. This is going to be on the ground, so that doesn't need to be perfect. Even the painted part doesn't need to be perfect. Remember, these are plant labels, and although we're aiming for pretty and perfection, it doesn't necessarily have to be. What it does have to be is fun. This is something you can do for relaxing or maybe with the kids. So just remember, it's supposed to be fun. Alright, so after your wood has dried, this is completely dry, there's nothing there. You want to go ahead and put your picture on there. In this case, I will be using this lettuce picture that I cut from this magazine. And as I was putting these on here, I just saw this very funny pumpkin. Hopefully I can grow pumpkin this year. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. You are going to need Elmer's glue. Alright, so then all you want to do is get your glue and put a little dot where you think you're going to want your picture, and in this case I want mine right there. And it doesn't have to be a lot because basically the Mod Podge is also glue, so that will help keep it on the actual wood stick. And then all you do is you just place it on like so. Make sure you do put it exactly how you want it to look. And then let those dry, and then the last step, as I mentioned, is going to be to put on the Mod Podge. Alright, so for this part you're going to need the Mod Podge that is in a spray can. So it is the clear acrylic sealer super high shine Mod Podge. Alright, so once you have put all the pictures on there, this is what it should look like. They actually came out pretty good, if I say so myself. So let's go ahead and put the Mod Podge on. Alright, so my lovely assistant, my daughter, is going to go ahead and spray the Mod Podge on. You want to get every nook and cranny. Alright, so after my lovely assistant did add the Mod Podge, this is the end result. And the cuttings that I took from the magazine, some of them didn't do so well. So this is the garlic, celery, broccoli, chamomile, lettuce, potato. But then you see my cabbage, it has parts of the letter from the magazine popping out. The kohlrabi, the honeydew, and the carrots. These are for their didn't come out so perfect, but again, you know, this is just for me and my reference when I put my seeds in, for me to know what I planted there. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, this was a very fun project. Hope you guys enjoy, and that's it from Little Beans Garden. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great one.